Hi, everybody. I wanted to hop on here real quick and walk you through something that I just figured out how to do. I've had a couple people email me in the last day or two saying that they're having a hard time getting their banners to fit correctly on their site, and they're saying that it's getting cut off on the side. And I've been super frustrated trying to troubleshoot why that might be happening, because for me, when I upload them and even view them in preview mode, they look fine, but that's on the phone view. So they look fine. They're not getting cut off for me. So I was super frustrated trying to figure out why it's not working for some people. And I asked my husband, who does, he does video editing and he's a producer, for our local news station here. So I asked him, he knows all these things. And I said, why is this happening? He said it could be, he didn't know for sure, but he said it could be the resolution difference between my computer and someone else's computer, and then it's just showing up differently. And he said a solution for that could be, if you're on a Mac, is to change the resolution size, but really how much the screen is zoomed in. So to do that, you hold down Command and then either hit the plus or minus button to move it closer, make the resolution bigger, or zoom it out a little bit. So if you're having trouble, you might want to try that. But in the process of trying to troubleshoot this, I figured out something else that I wanted to share with you. So that could be a workaround, because the other frustration that I've had, and I've talked with a couple other people about this too, is that in Google Sites, if you have your banner here, if you go to preview, these buttons down here show you what your site will look like depending on what kind of device you're working with. So this is a large screen like a computer, so the banner looks fine. But then if you flip it to like a tablet, which lots of our kids and our parents are going to be looking at our websites with an iPad or a tablet, you can see that the banner gets cut off. And then it gets even worse if you're on a phone, which again, we know a lot of our families are going to be using phones to communicate with us and to be on our website. So here's what I figured out as a sort of workaround for that problem. So instead of using the banner this way, what you can do is change the header type to title only. It's going to delete your image, but it's going to leave this white space. And what was there, if you've already started your Google site, you probably deleted the text box that just automatically popped up when you started your Google site because you replaced it with an image. So that's what this title only is for. You could put a text box back in there, but you can also leave it blank and it's just this white space. So from there, what you can do is insert the banner that you want to use just as a regular image. So if you come over to Image and click Upload, and then click the image that you want, it's going to drop it down at the bottom. But you can drag it up here, and then you can resize it so that it takes up the whole section, like that. And then you can uncrop it if it looks like it's getting cut off anywhere. But then there's that, which solves the problem, because if you look back at the preview, now this is still looking at the phone view, but it shrinks the image down so that it fits on the phone screen. Same with the tablet, and then it still looks pretty much the same as it did with the computer screen. You're going to have a little white on the sides, but otherwise it still looks like the banner. Now, you're probably thinking, but there's this big white space here, and I agree. So to get rid of that, what you do is you highlight the header, and then you just hit the trash can, and it goes away. And if you've already titled your site, like this is just a blank site that I started to mess around with this, so I don't have it titled, but if you have yours titled, it should be right there. So you still have space for that, but then if you get rid of the header altogether like that, then you just have this first picture, which could be just your banner. So now, when we go into preview, it looks much more like a banner. It's closer to the top, and it still sizes down as you move down the screen size. So I hope you're as excited about that as I am, because to me that was like mind-blowing, and I'm so excited to have a workaround for that. So I wanted to share If you have any questions or you're having any trouble with your banners or anything else, please let me know. I really do want to try and support you guys as you're building your websites, and I want to make sure that the product that I'm putting out there is a quality one that's useful to you guys. So if you're having any trouble, please, please, please let me know. All right. Good luck. Let me post some pictures or videos of how it's going, and let me know.